So starting with the front wing design, it was built in CATIA, and there were parameters introduced to change the kind of outboard end of the wing. So we can see on the left-hand side, the design changes as you go from left to right, changing the last sort of third of the wing. So I'm going to play a video now, which just basically opens up the CATIA model and shows that you can have a kind of a rules editor, which basically says have a top level main plane configuration, which alters a collection of other parameters. So if I change this top level parameter from, at the moment, you can see it's set to 1. If I change that to 2, is that sort of configuration 2, and I rebuild the model, the geometry will update to a new configuration. So that will be altering a number of other parameters behind the scenes. So having one governing parameter and a number of slave parameters that basically effectively alter this design. So the CAD has been created as parametric, utilizes knowledgeware and parameters, and these parameters can be linked together to create a design variant. And by using the update, we can switch between these design configurations quite quickly. So now we've got parametric CAD. We could drop that into a simulation model. In this case, we'll start off with a fluids model. So simulating it being within a very simplistic wind tunnel kind of arrangement. So I'll play another video giving you a bit of an indication of how the model was set up. So we've got this wing, and we've placed it into a kind of bounding box for where the fluid will reside. And then that is meshed using our hex dominant mesher. And that hex dominant mesher predominantly puts brick mesh, but it can refine into a region of interest and add boundary layers. Then we can look at when we run the simulation, we can see maybe the pressure being highest on top and less underneath, and then looking at sort of velocity profiles and streamlines as the air flows past and over the wing.